Hello, everyone. Just to give you a small tour on how to check your grades now that you have some grades available. Some of you have been having troubles going, yes, through the integration with Canvas. So let me right now show you how is it that you can accurately determine more or less how you are doing in the course. So the idea is we go to the grades section. So the first thing you should know is that Canvas consider grades differently than normal Bitácora because is not calculating like how much of the final is it that you are having so far, but rather it calculates how you are doing with the assignments that have expired so far. So, for instance, if you have sent all of your assignments, but you may have 100% so far, but if there is an assignment you don't send tomorrow, it won't put that assignment missing until tomorrow. So that's a little thing you should know about how Canvas shows you by default the grades. So let's go here in the grade section. Let me show you the different things it can do. First, you can arrange things in many different orders, either by title, by the module they belong to, by the assignment group, which is how they are calculated. Here are the assignment groups. There are week one activities, week one case simulation, week one oral exam, then week two activities, and so on and so on. So it goes like that. They are ordered like that. Okay. So you can order them by that, by the due date or the module, the same order that they appear in the modules. So right now I'm going to show here with the assignment group. So I just select the option here and I apply. Okay. Um, so I have here the different grades. And so far what it shows me here is that I would have something like a 63.16%. But again, that is kind of tricky because it is only calculated upon the activities that have already expired for their sending date. So it changes every day. It goes up and down depending on what you have submitted. Yes, so it is not perhaps what you should be trusting. Or you could consider it in the following way. If it is less than 70, perhaps it means that you should be delivering things on time and going better or doing things better. And if it is lower than the grade that you have, so take it that as that reference. How can you know how is it that you are actually doing? You can go to the bottom, and in here it will show you what is it that you have completed, what percentage of each of these different groups of assignments it is that you have. So which percentage, you can take this percentage and then take it to this average. So this is 10% of the course. So that is how much you have so far. So you can do that because in here it goes showing section by section until it gets this total in the bottom. But again, here are all of the averages down. Um, I will go up again. There is also this part in which it selects by default that you are calculating based only on graded assignment. You may want to deactivate this and see what it shows. So if you deactivate this, you can see how this number changes. So this is how much you have so far, how much you have so far from the course. So if week one already went away, and you complete anything, it should show you something around like 10, 5, 4, 19%. And you have a little part of week two activity, so it will show you that part. Yes, so it will give you that number. Okay, so that's from the final grade. So you can use that and uncheck this box right here to have these two different numbers. Okay, there's one more thing you can also do over here. You can simulate grades. For example, you want to know if you had also a 50 out of 50 over here and a 50 out of, sorry, 100 out of 100 or a 70 out of 100. If you change it right here, it will show you how your grade would look. Yes, how your grade would be changing by each activity. So you can actually know for future assignments how much you can strive for in order to try to increase that grade. If you want to know today what is your maximum grade you can obtain, so you can include all the assignments that have not taken place in the course still, yes, and therefore you will get there a number. Of course, this only works in your session. It will not be shown to me, and it's only for you to have that private vision. You can also see what were other assignments you already submitted, how would they look like if the grade had been higher or lower or whatever. You can play with that. It doesn't really, it shows you, yes, it helps you calculate things a little bit. Also, I had the question on what does these marks mean? Well, these marks simply means that you delivered it, and with that you get the full score over here. That's it. It's simply that. If you have something here like a mark, it means you delivered it and it's done. You have a full credit over here. A final comment I would like to mention about the grades is that I have had some people delivering things late. And the problem is not that they deliver them late. Again, I have an open policy regarding that. The problem, the actual problem is that they are delivering them late and they want a grade immediately. So that's not fair. If you take longer to send the things, those are the last things I will be grading. First, I will be grading the rest of the group, and then I will be grading late assignments. It is only fair that I do that. Okay, so that's an important comment because it is not fair that you receive the right to send things late, even though it costs you points, and at the same time you demand that grades are ready immediately, yes, as you have sent it. So that's an important thing that you should consider. So that's it. That's basically how this works. So you have many ways of trying to see how is it that you are doing, if this method works for you. For example, right now I added some other of the other assignments. Um, Marked here trying to simulate what it would it be like. Always be careful. Look at how much is that assignment worth, and then you can put the grade here and see how it actually is going, so that you can take a look at your final grade. I hope it is useful, and I hope it diminishes a little bit the uncertainty. And also, by the way, should you have any other question regarding any grade, remember, from day one, my door has always been open to check these kind of things. I know it's hard not to be face to face in a classroom with your teacher. So remember, all of the spaces I have in my agenda are for you to use. To request a meeting, we meet, we open Canvas, we check thing by thing. I have no problem about it. I know it is something you may need. I know it is something you may consider useful. So please use it. Please make sure that you have that tool available for you. Okay. So that's it for on my side, and have a great afternoon.